Yep. Yeah. It's starting. They're coming in. Larger size for oil. Open interest, massive bid. I like it. Massive bid here. So this isn't just, my look at option flow, which is clearly USO was elevated, right? On Monday, tons and tons of calls coming in. And right now it's stabilizing above 440. Looks good higher. Might chop around a little bit. Speculation in option flow, had a nice pop. But this is definitely open interest of the big. So those who just deal in oil market. So that actually is interesting. I was just going on Market Ear and finding out what is underneath the surface, and there's a good uptick in interest. As price has cascaded, this is definitely picking up. So I like that. I think this will be a theme that might carry for, dare I say, a few weeks. I like that. All right, so open interest is up 9.3% in the last week. That's good. All right, so that's the deal there. I like the continuation look of oil and gas plays. I like that open interest. I'm gonna tag Bob later and get a little bit more insight directly from the source of that chart. So just reached out. I want to find out how long he thinks this is going to last. Now, the irony is I can see crude popping. It already did, but I mean, we talked about this yesterday and I wrote about this. And yet the headwinds of, I can also see $17 crude. I can also see a spike in the US dollar. That makes it a little tricky. That makes it speculative, which is fine, but not safe for investment. This was a big deal. March was the craziest month ever in volatility. And I mean volatility of the indices as well. So not the biggest down month is what I mean, but by that I mean this market. All right, that's it. Oil and gas is saving the land. All right, so you knew that was coming as far as they're trying to save the oil markets, and that's going to stabilize the market. The calls that started on Monday, softened on Tuesday, continued again on Wednesday, and here we have Thursday, nothing but calls. The crude's above 23.50 now, and it's being chased. So we have the oil rally, and that's really all that matters. They might sell some tech in the midst of this, but that's not going to be what drives this. This is a 20% likely spin here. Saudi Arabia calls for urgent OPEC and OPEC plus meeting. This is the runner, and now the market is absolutely getting supported in volatility. SPY is spiking, which will very likely be shortable, but for right now it is not. 25.19 was the level it needs to get and stay above. 0.5%, seriously. 30% for DNR, seriously. These were going out of business a few days ago. This is no joke. PE is the parsley. They went to Texas governor and said, please help us. They were up 23%, I think, yesterday, up another 30% today. They're running. Whether it is reasonable or not, these are absolutely in play. This was going to happen into Friday. He just gave it an absolute match. I don't even think it's a question of are they holding. They just did a trend reversal. So Very, very bullish. This tagged, came back in, and now it's getting above. So day traders are chasing. Swing traders will come back into this space if it holds, for example, all these levels, 777, etc. Love PXD. I don't even want to see what the options look like. Thousands of percent. Nobody's in them though. No one's in them. Oxy, huge, and it has room to go. 15. I just did that one. COP, 35.5. CVX just blew through my wedge. Thing here is, I mentioned 20%. It just went to 23%. Putin has not spoken to Saudi Crown Prince. Crude surges as much as 35% on Trump production announcement. Now, you know, there's extreme caution, by the way, because there's no question that this is being played. So get in early, get out early. There's no question in my mind that this is at risk. Thank you. There's stuff that isn't doing as well would be the refiners. Yeah, 10:30 was that tweet, right? I don't think that actually even holds. Yeah, that doesn't. That's a lousy trend line. All right, so got the 20%. Obviously it overshot. Exactly. Look at this, like 567, and it hit the prior high of 567. So instead of really trusting Trump and Putin and the Saudi Crown Prince, take care. It's just, when's the last time oil went up 35% in 8 minutes?